This is Kevin Mayo, and today we're drinking White Lion's King of Hearts Lager. Now, White Lion is the Springfield Craft Brew Company, and this is brewed exclusively for MGM Grand, which is opening 2 weeks from tonight in Springfield. So they built a nice casino right in the downtown area, and this is going to be the exclusive lager beer, one of 2 craft beers that are going to be offered on the floor of the casino. So it's not out to the public yet. I happened to get one from the owner, so thank you, Ray, and thank you to Mike Yates, who's the brewer, who does a great job, brews some tremendous brews, and they're part of the Western Mass brew scene, which is just a phenomenal brew scene. We just got a great Western Mass brew scene going on. It's actually shouldn't say just Western Mass, but most of New England's just got a phenomenal brewing scene going on. And I was talking to one of the other reviewers, I can't even think of which one it is right now, Brew Review. So I was talking to Brew Review, and it was the same sort of thing. He goes, we just got such great beers. When you go to another area, you kind of been spoiled so bad, it's hard to find a really great beer like we have here back in New England. So, again, lagers was a traditional beer. We had a gazillion of them. Well, actually, we didn't have a gazillion of them. At one point, we had 65 of them. That was all the brews that were made in America. I think the only beer that wasn't a lager being brewed in America at the time was Ballantine Ale. And I'm sure there was a few others, but, well, I guess actually Anchor Steam was probably the other one. But for the most part, in the mid-'70s when we were growing up, all you could find is lagers. Craft beers kind of passed them by, but now it's come back to the craft beer world where lagers are a big thing again. So, I happen to have a lager glass, go figure, or a Pilsner glass I should say. So let's go ahead and give it a crack and see what we got. As always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends, and go ahead and leave comments. And it's what you would expect from a nice lager. It's clear, it's crisp, there's a fair amount of bubble streaming up through it. You can see right through it. I would say it's a nice dark yellow with 2 fingers of nice bright white head on it. So you get a nice malt undertone, a little bit of saltine cracker. Got a little bit of floral hops in there. I can't put my finger on exactly what it is, but a little bit of floral hops in there. And just probably a hint of something sweet, almost like honey. Exactly what the aroma should be on this. Cheers. Very, 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 very good. And it's crisp, it's clean, got a little bit of bittering at the end, and it's quite a bit of malt at the front end of it. Yeah, so the front end of it has got I say malt, and I'm trying to come up with a flavor for it. It's white bread, I guess it's probably, wheat bread. It comes up, it's kind of like a wheat bread. So the malt flavor is a little bit more forward than you get in a lot of lagers. It's not objectionable, it's just a little bit more forward of it. And then you get the traditional sweet, a little bit of touch of sweetness that you'll get in a lager. Sometimes we call it corn. I know there's no corn in this, but sometimes they'll call it the corn flavor, corn syrup or whatever. But there's a little touch of sweetness in there. And then it finishes a little bit more bitter than, again, a lot of traditional lagers. And I know in the description of what they said, they didn't tell us what hops, but they said German hops and they said American hops. So the American hops is giving you just a little bit more of a bite as far as the back end hop. So I'd say IBU wise, I don't know what they are. But IBU wise, I'd say it's a little higher than a traditional lager. So it's actually a little bit more robust and a little bit more flavorful than a traditional lager. It's got, like I said, it's got a little bit stronger, bolder malt flavor, a little bit of stronger, bolder bitterness at the back end, but still has some of the traditional sweetness in the middle of it. Tremendous beer. I don't know how often I'll go to the casino, even though it's only 10 miles away from my house. I'm not much of a gambling man, but I'll be a little disappointed that I won't be able to find this out around in the area. Score-wise, it's a solid A beer. Just makes A. I wouldn't go crazy on it, but it just makes an A. It's a 90 out of 100. Till next time, keep drinking.